Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the second lecture of Business Studies Grade 11. In the last lecture, we were studying Location Decisions Chapter 21, and in that, we were studying factors affecting the location of a manufacturing business. There, we studied numerous factors, just a few were left. So, in this lecture, we will study the remaining factors affecting the location of a business, of a manufacturing business, and after that, we will study factors affecting the location of a service business. In the end, there is one more thing that we will study in this chapter further, and that will be factors to consider for location by multinational companies. Thank you very much. Many a times, location is decided keeping in view the power and water supply, especially if the company is a manufacturing business, okay, and it's a capital intensive unit. The company or the business is capital intensive rather than labor intensive. It will definitely require electricity in huge amounts, and heavy reliance will be placed on electricity. Similarly, if a business is producing a certain product that requires large supplies of water, for example, for cooling off purposes or for making any perishable items or any eatable items, for manufacturing any eatable items, water supply may be required in huge sources. So companies which are manufacturing on a large scale and require electricity in huge amounts and water supply in huge amounts, they will definitely try to locate in a position where power supply and water supply both are easily available. Many a times, chemical production companies try to locate near the near water supplies like lakes and rivers so that they may dump the waste products and the harmful byproducts into the water. Although it may not be right legally or economically, however, it's a practice commonly undertaken by chemical producing businesses. Next, the next point on your screen is climate. This is applicable for production of goods and services, if not all. For example, goods like perishable or eatable items like ice cream, growing fruits, etc. Businesses that are dealing in eatable items, especially the primary sector, farmers will have a careful eye on the places where the climate is favorable. There are many manufacturing businesses as well. There are many manufacturing businesses that are producing certain products that require a certain climate. That require a certain climate. For example, chemical manufacturing businesses. Also, mining businesses require a certain climate. Many a times, laborers cannot go under mines if the climate is very hot. So power and water supply and climate are two other factors that we have studied lastly that affect the location of a manufacturing business. Now let's have a look at what does your book say. Power and water supply के लिए your book says today electricity is available in most places and therefore the availability of power is not so important. But to some industries, having a reliable source of power and therefore no regular power cuts may be essential. The rest is all the same as I told you in my lecture. Climate, the book says, this will not influence most manufacturing businesses, but occasionally climate might be important. For instance, Silicon Valley in the USA has a very dry climate, which aids the production of silicon chips. Exactly an example how the climate can favor the manufacturing of a certain product. Let's move on to the next slide. I hope everybody understood this. Thank you. Now let's have a look at certain factors which are responsible to decide the location of a service sector business. The points which are responsible, the factors that are responsible for a service sector business to decide the location may differ from those which decide the location of a manufacturing business. The first point that comes with the screen is customer. Some businesses need to be located near its customers. That may be very important for certain types of services, of course. Those services which require direct contact and close contact between customers and users. For example, if a company is making an eatable item, if a business is making an eatable item, for example, some cake or other sweet items on customized basis, it's a job production, okay, on customized basis. People contact the business, they place orders, deliveries are made. Sometimes even the customers can come themselves to visit the shop and the items are displayed to taste. The customers are welcome to taste the product and then decide for themselves. Such businesses cannot be located far away from the customers or away from the customers. There are many other examples as well. For example, plumbers and machinery repair experts are there. Those need to have a location near the businesses so that they can respond very, very quickly on a call or any message. They can respond very quickly on call and without wasting any time, they can come to the company and fix the problem, fix any leakage of water, etc. in the case of plumber, or they may repair the machinery immediately in the case of machinery repair expert, etc. So this is how the businesses decide the location according to the location of the customer. The book says maintaining service sector business and customers is very important. There are services where direct contact between the business and the customer is required. If a quick response time is needed to serve the customers, the business needs to be able to make up plumbers and electricians to serve the local unions to live. Exactly the same thing that is told in the slide definition. Thank you. So, second point is technology. What technology has done, it has made possible for some businesses to locate away from the customer. Services can be conducted through internet and telephone. A very practical example of this is a call center, of service centers, of banks, of communications lines, etc. Call centers, they take orders, and then they inform, they create awareness for a certain product or service. They take orders,
and then they place those orders further according to the requirements of the customers. There, customers do not need to locate near the business. Okay. Another example is the service sector of many products or services. For example, banking. The service sector of banking, which is responsible for taking calls and then creating awareness about which products a bank is dealing in, and giving information to the client or giving information to the customer. These such service sectors need not to be located near the customer. They can provide all the information at any time the customer makes a call, even being located far away from the customer, through internet or telephone calls. I hope you all understand. Now let's move on to the next slide. Thank you. The next point in the slide is availability of labor. There are many service businesses that consider this factor while choosing a location for the service. For example, if the business is labor intensive, if a service business is labor intensive, it requires people to provide services on the door-to-door basis, or even the customers coming in, they need people to give services. For example, delivery riders. There are many services which are operating online. They need riders to deliver the products they're dealing in. So delivery riders have to be in a large quantity depending on the size of the business. If it requires a large number of employees, in any case, it cannot locate in remote areas. Similarly, the case goes with the availability of the skilled or specialized labor. For example, software houses requiring IT specialists. These software houses cannot go and locate in just any area. They will prefer those areas where they will find IT specialists in a point of supply. So if the business is labor intensive and requires large number of employees, cannot locate in remote areas, in those areas which have in the bad infrastructure. Also, that specialized or skilled labor is required, location has to be selected accordingly. So this was a factor. Availability of labor is certainly a factor when the business will choose its location depending upon that. Next is there to other businesses. There are many businesses which are just existing to support the other businesses, to support in fact the larger businesses. Example, logistics company. A logistic company is a company which is responsible as a middleman to deliver goods and services to the client. They are just picking up the goods and they're just delivering it to the client. Many times they are items delivered on the port, on seaports. They are not producers, they are not buyers, they are just the middlemen acting. They pick up goods from the port and deliver it to the customer, and for that they take charges. There are many other companies, for example, companies with service or repair equipment. Companies with service or repair equipment, and such businesses exist to support large businesses. They have to respond in quick time to the calls or messages of the larger businesses. Even if the machine has to be fixed in a larger business, they have to go quickly and fix that machine so that the production in a large business, in a large company, may not be halted for much of the time. Many times we have also seen the repair shops that are located just nearby The shops where the products are being sold, whose repair can be done in the shops that are located nearby. For example, we have seen that in electronic markets, where products and appliances are being sold in abundant supply. Many a time, if the repair work is also being done in the shop adjacent by, so that if a machine has to be fixed, if an appliance has to be fixed, it cannot be taken, the customer may not take it far away and get it done. It will be very difficult. Also, businesses will take an advantage of smaller businesses located nearby. Their production will not be halted. I hope you all understand this slide as well. Let's move on to the next slide. Thank you. The next heading, the next point is vendor taxes. Many service businesses are obliged to locate in well-populated places. In well-populated places like banks, doctors, etc. They cannot locate away from the population. They can never locate away from the population. Still, they will try to select places where the rent and taxes are minimum. However, although we know that the rents and taxes at such places where the population is heavy and the demand is high for services like banking and doctoring, the rent and taxes will not be minimum. Especially those businesses which are not compelled to locate in the population will select isolated areas with low rent and taxes. Many a time, to cut the cost, many service businesses will try to locate where the rent and taxes are at the lowest. This is for this reason that rent and taxes are high. Sometimes it has forced many suppliers, many service providers to work online, on the internet. I hope all these points are clear enough, and now we understand what are the factors that will be considered in choosing a location of the manufacturing company, and what are the factors that will be selected by the service producing company while choosing a location. I hope you all understand this, and I hope we all are enjoying business studies right now. Up till now, whatever we have done. Let's move on to the next slide where assignment is given. Please complete your assignment by the next class. All the assignments should be there. Thank you very much.